views and opinions expressed by participants in the following public affairs program do not necessarily reflect the position or beliefs of WDEF or its staff.
This is Point of View, celebrating a world record-breaking 62 years of quality public affairs programs from the studios of WDEF News 12, Chattanooga. Hello, I'm Maurice Lewis, the host of Point of View. Thank you very much for joining us. You know, there is a battle that's being waged on the streets and in the schools and anywhere you can look where there are young people and opportunities for temptation. The role of adults as we look at the challenges facing our young people today is even more critical when we decide to say who is a volunteer and who is a responsible adult that's trying to do something about it. Well, what if you could go to a prom, another prom perhaps, or the prom that you missed last time, and cause that and the monies that you would contribute to that to benefit young people today? Well, it's a novel idea, but it's not far away. It's happening right here in the city of Chattanooga. And I want to thank two people for joining me today. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to do.
Okay, well, Stop the Madness, it is a nonprofit organization, and we work with at-risk youth and families in the community. And so our annual fundraiser is an adult prom. It's called the Second Time Around Adult Prom. What a great idea. Yes, we were trying to do something a little out of the box, a little different, where people can come out, have good, clean fun, and it's for a great cause.
Well, Dwan, when you thought of this concept, did you ever think that it would take on for more than 1 year?
Well, I was hoping. I was very hopeful, and it is definitely growing by leaps and bounds each year. It was actually a selfish kind of thing in the beginning because I wanted to redo my prom, and since we needed a fundraiser and was trying to think outside of the box, I thought it would be a great idea and a great way to redo, recreate, and relive my prom experience.
You know, there are a lot of people out there who would love to redo their prom, especially if the first one didn't go right. Now you're older, you have a choice to do something, and you were able to find an outstanding volunteer.
Yes, definitely.
Who was that person? Pretty tell, and are they nearby?
Yes, they are nearby. Her name is Kathleen Jeter, and she's not only assisting and she's not just the co-chair for the prom, but she is also a volunteer throughout the year as well.
You know, you have an interesting background, having lived in Italy for a lot of your life, and then you're back in the States, and you're being involved. Mm-hmm. What made you decide to volunteer?
Well, in my professional life, I help a lot of people, adults and seniors, with insurance. And so it was like, I knew a lot about Stop the Madness, had heard the great things that they were doing in the community. And I was like, I want to try to give back and touch a life. I was raised as the only child and had the fortunate upbringing to live overseas in Europe. And the kids, it allowed me to see a world that maybe I wasn't necessarily used to or seen. And it allows kids to see kind of my perspective. So it's a great opportunity for me just to grow better and to give back to my community.
I like the partnership that you've developed. It's an event that's fun. It's for all ages, and it benefits some of the younger people. But from my perspective, I see this, what you guys are doing, as a battle for the hearts and minds and the souls of young people. Yeah. Because, not to get religious on you, and please, no calls from the preachers out there, that's not my job, but this is. But I'm thinking, like, the gangs are out there, they want the souls of these young people. They want their bodies and they want their futures. And now you all are fighting a tide that seems insurmountable at times.
That's right. Our purpose is to provide young people and their families with hope, to give hope, because we're in a society where young people are being faced with adult issues and having to deal with adult matters too early on, and they should not have to deal with them at all, hopefully, but definitely not at this age. So we like to be able to provide alternatives to the negative behavior and the negative and violent activities that they're exposed to often. And so we try to do that through life skills training. We have school-based, after school, and community-based programs.
So with life skill training, you have a lot of experience working with adults, working with seniors. Now you're translating some of those skills that you've learned. How easy or more difficult is it to work with young people?
I think it's almost easier in a sense because, youth bring such a different feeling and emotion, whereas adults, you know, you've got to kind of follow the rules and be strict.
And they're already set in their
And
ways.
they're already set in their ways.
Yeah.
And I think with the youth, and for me personally, it allowed me to kind of, you know, just be loose and just be myself and show the kids, you know, you don't have to come in here and try to be the cool adult. It's just be yourself. And I was able to relate to a lot of the kids this summer over our summer camp, and that was really great.
So when you first came up with this concept, Stop the Madness, this is a national concept. Tell us a little bit more. What is the objective of Stop the Madness, and why was that name chosen?
Well, actually, the organization was founded by my father 25 years ago. So this is our 25th year in existence, and so we will be celebrating that as well at the prom. But my father actually founded the organization after 2 young people lost their lives due to senseless violence. Within that 1-year period after he started the program, 12 more children lost their lives. And so that was kind of the concept behind it, because it was madness and it needed to stop, and someone had to do something and step up.
So is this program going nationally?
Yes, it has. We have affiliate chapters in different locations, and we get calls constantly, daily, wanting to start or recreate programs that we offer here.
You know, I want to talk to you as a daughter who is in charge of a legacy, because that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
And it's so important for our young people to understand legacy, but you both are a living example of how to keep something alive.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I definitely have a passion for it. Our family. A year after the organization was founded by my father, my brother was actually, we were taking piano lessons at a local YMCA. And after the lessons, we were waiting on our mother to pick us up from lessons, and 2 stray bullets came through the window. One hit a wall, one hit my brother in the head. And so I watched my brother die on the floor of the YMCA, but thanks be to God, they were able to revive him. And so he is a living testimony, and he still has the bullet in his head. And so that really put a fire under my family as a whole to really want to do more to stop the madness. And it put the organization in the light to show that this was a program that was already changing lives even before that happened.
So even when that happened, watching your brother lie on the floor of this YMCA and to see him die and to be, quote, born again. So you have the opportunity to do that many times over with the young people that you're volunteering to help.
You do, and you know, one of the great things that I love about Stop the Madness, not only the vision that Pastor Trinae Jordan has in starting it, and what DeJuan is doing to carry out his legacy, is that, you know, adults, everybody, any role that you play in the community, these young people need it. And I think it's time for us not to stay silo in our churches or our businesses and our communities, but just come out and support. I mean, if it's, you know, if you have a talent like the young ladies that did the fashion show, I mean, if that's a talent that you have, bring that out and just share it with the young people.
Sharing is caring.
It is.
And I care about going to the prom. I mean, like, I get a chance to dress up in maybe my outfit. I can see some people that I may have not seen for a while, and it's an incentive for adults, you know, to get in a little bit of shape, and guys can lose a little bit of that, you know. So how much money are we talking about, and you know, what should we look forward to if we attend?
Okay, well, tickets are $50 per person, and we have a lot of things planned. We have a live band, we have a DJ, we have a delicious dinner, we have a silent auction, and we actually have a prom court where we crown a prom king and queen.
Well, now, you know, folks do like to dress up, okay,
They
so
do.
I expect them. Silent auction, what are some of the items that we could bid on?
Well, we have lots of gift cards. I want you to come to see, but we have lots of gift cards. We have lots of items that have been donated from different businesses and different individuals from our community. So we have lots of gift cards from restaurants. We have some hotel night stays. We have lots of interesting things.
I like the fact that you're giving gift cards, because it doesn't limit when it can be used, or if it's appropriate that you're going to save it and give it to that aunt that you don't like for next Christmas. You know, it's one of those kind of things.
Yes.
So what's been the most rewarding thing that has happened to you as a volunteer?
The people and the kids. I've met even other volunteers and staff with Stop the Madness. I've gotten to know them better. But the kids, this is my 2nd year volunteering. We just finished up the summer camp, and those young people are still in my thoughts. They're in my prayers and stuff. So,
Can you see personally where you have made a difference, someone that might have been on the fringe of gang activity or being locked up or straying off the path? Do you have a story to tell us about anybody?
Oh, definitely. We have lots of stories and lots of success stories. I'll let her, we were just talking yesterday actually about a good experience that she had, and I would like her to share that.
Yeah, we've got a minute left.
One of the components that we've created with Stop the Madness is it's a program called It Matters Wellness, and it's basically just a health and wellness initiative for the whole community of Chattanooga. And so we partnered with Stop the Madness to go into the school system here, one of the local schools, and it was just for the girls. It was their She Matters program. And I think it was about maybe 5 or 6 ladies, and we went in the school and we created a spa day for them.
Fabulous.
And at first you could tell they were nervous, they weren't sure what to expect, but we allowed them to make their own hand scrub and foot scrub. We had candles, we talked about self-love and responsibility. And it was just a really fun, and I think every young lady walked away. Matter of fact, a lot of them said, you know, I'm going to go home and share this with my mom, or I'm going to share this with, you know, my cousin or somebody. So that was really cool. So those are the types of things that, you know, traditional things are good, but it's about thinking outside the box. So who would have thought bringing a spa day to a local school would be?
We want to thank you both for coming. Point of View.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and success on your venture. And make sure you join us on the next Point of View as we celebrate Latino Heritage Month. I'm Maurice Lewis for the staff of Point of View.
Welcome back to Point of View. I'm Nayara Cancel, your host. We're going to talk about Latino Heritage Month today, and with me is Latino percussionist Carlos Colon. How are you today?
How you doing? I'm really happy to be here today.
You know, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Latino music and, you know, and the different types of Latino music. Where did it come from?
It will be my pleasure over here to let you know what's going on with all the congas, all these beautiful instruments came from our country. The special Latino music came from the beginning of the 1700s when a slave came to the different islands and brought from Spain people. And they used to use those congas with a stick, especially with a stick like something like that. They use like clave.
So this is called clave.
That clave right here, this is the heart of the music, the Latino music. They gotta be. This going different.
So that's the bass rhythm.
This is the bass, the heart of the Latin music. Other than that, those drums over here used to be used back to the year for ceremonies of slave, of Indians, and Christian ceremonies.
Okay.
And they've been brought over here by the Cuban also Puerto Rican people. They mix different rhythm and they create what they call salsa, what they call cha-cha, what they call it also bachata, merengue. All those came from Latino came different from those different type of rhythm music influence from Haiti, influence from Puerto Rican, and also Cuban.
Okay. So someone who plays the conga is called what?
Well, conga came from Africa, from the Congo.
Okay.
So the Congo, that's what they call conga.
Okay.
And then
But
the
the person who
special,
plays
they play like me. It's called conguero.
Un conguero.
Special, like yeah. Conguero has to be developed a certain skill, how they use your hand in different way. That way they create different sound on the skin.
So can you show us the different rhythms with the congas?
Oh yeah, this is right here exactly. We're gonna use the plena from Puerto Rico.
What is another one?
Oh, we're gonna have also a rhythm from salsa. Then we also have a merengue from Dominican Republic. So those over here, that combination with the maracas is being.
This is the Puerto Rican flag.
Yeah, this is right here is something. It's back to the year. It's not even like that. You know, it used to be a seed, a dry seed. They used to be take the Taino Indian. They used to be take the seed inside, the pulp inside,
Okay.
and let them dry it and put a little bit seed inside. So go.
Very cool. Can you show us your favorite rhythm
Okay,
of the Latino music?
my favorite rhythm in Latino music, the rumba. The rumba.
Okay, show us, please. Carlos, thank you for teaching us about the history of Latino music and the wonderful music you've been playing today. Well, continuing on with our Latino Heritage Month, we have Kara and Rachel here from the Hunter Museum. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What is the impact that Latino artists, in this case painters, have here in the U.S.?
Well, really, it's about giving voice to the multicultural American experience, breaking boundaries, and just presenting a diversity of perspective in all different media of art.
What is the Smithsonian doing to impact that?
Well, the Smithsonian, since the 1950s, has been collecting Latino art, works by Latino artists. And this major collection initiative has really been a great thing for the whole country because it's allowed them to present this traveling exhibition, which the Hunter is fortunate to be getting next spring.
And when you look at that collection from the Smithsonian, it's very heavy in Mexican artists, Puerto Rican, Cuban, and Dominican. How about the rest of the Latino countries? How are they highlighted in this collection?
Well, the show does include works by other Latino groups, but because the nationalities that you mentioned represent population-wise the largest Latino groups in the U.S., that's why their work is predominant in the show.
And so the quantity of the population.
That's right.
The size of the population is reflected on the size of the collection, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And I understand that you actually have an exhibition at the Hunter Museum coming in February.
Yes, it starts February 17th, and we're so pleased to bring it to Chattanooga.
And is it going to be highlighted upstairs on the second floor?
That's right.
And how are you guys going to tie in the Chattanooga community to this exhibition?
Yeah, we're working hand in hand with the Latino community here. We're going to invite members of the community to come in and kind of share their stories, share their memories inspired by works of art in the show. And we're going to record them, and then we're going to have them on tablets and on QR codes so other visitors in the museum can connect with those stories too. And we're also working with the community on a diversity of programs. We're going to bring in performers, we're going to bring in dancers, we're going to bring in members of the culinary community to come kind of spotlight.
So truly different
cuisine.
arts.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity to both celebrate the artworks in the exhibition, to celebrate Latino culture, and then really spotlight our Latino community.
Smithsonian collections can be quite large. How do you pick the artwork for the Hunter?
Well, the Smithsonian curated the show to include all sorts of works representing all different kinds of media. So the show includes sculpture, photography, paintings, drawings, and actually installation pieces, I think. And you know, the Smithsonian, in thinking about how to bring the collection to the country, how to bring this traveling exhibition, to how to put it together, they really focused on the connection between the artists and different artistic movements, and how artists of Latino descent have influenced the culture through the years, through the decades since the 50s and actually before that.
Thank you, Kara, and thank you, Rachel, for joining us, and thank you for having a Latino exhibition here in Chattanooga. I know that the community will be able to educate themselves largely from it. Please stay tuned here on Point of View when Nikki comes back for an impactful segment.
My name is Nikki Nicholson. and thank you for joining me for this segment, Point of View. The school system has taken out home economics, but two people stood up and said, not so fast. Joining us today are those two people, Ms. Shay McCowan and Brianna Ricks. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Well, Shay, let's just jump right into it.
Oh.
Can you tell the people, the viewers, the name of your company and about this exciting event that you're bringing to the city of Chattanooga?
Oh yes, I'd love to. The name of my company is V4W, which is Virtuous for Women. It started out as a clothing line, but we kind of just reared and went to doing fashion event coordinating, which has got me linked up with Brianna, with her foundation that she has came up with also.
Well, Brianna, what inspired you to start this nonprofit organization?
So many things. Working in the school system with the different other programs, I saw that so many girls didn't know what their passion was. They were lost, taking classes just to take them. So I want to create a safe haven for them where they can come in and learn to cook, photography. They can do peer tutoring and different things like that. I want to just have a safe haven for all girls, a judge-free zone.
Well, I love the name of your business. Can you share with the viewers how you came up with that and the name of it?
All right, it's Beautiful Creations because I think all women, young ladies, no matter age, size, background, are beautiful. And this is a creative spin to put on the word beautiful. So always be you no matter what.
Are there certain requirements for you to become a part of this program?
No, ma'am. I am targeting more of the middle school, high school age, but I will accept girls of all ages.
Girls of all ages?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So from what I'm hearing, that they take even sewing classes as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And that they're able to learn entrepreneurship with doing this.
Yes, ma'am. That is my ultimate goal.
Your ultimate goal.
Yes,
well, this is amazing. And Shay, can you tell them how you came up with your clothing line?
Well, I came up with my clothing line because me and another girl, we just loved fashion, and we wanted to make sure, especially from my heart, was plus size women, to make them understand that being a plus size does not mean you have to be sloppy or you don't have to. You can enjoy fashion and be just as fashionable as the next person who's in a size 3 or a size 2. So that was where my first passion was with it. But then the more I went forward with it and got introduced to a lot of designers in the area, that's when I realized there's a lot of talent out here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I wanted to be the one to push that and also get with her foundation and get these young people, if they have a passion for modeling, if they have a passion for design, I'm going to make sure that I can get out there and push that out of them, and let's go ahead and get them introduced to these fashion shows and designers and get them some help in there to cultivate that passion that they may have.
We've had a sneak peek of the fashion show to come this weekend, and I would love for you to just tell about the designers that you'll have today.
Oh yes, we are having an event this Sunday. It's October the 9th. It's going to be at 6 p.m. at the Bessie Smith Hall, and it's called Project Runway Chattanooga. It's designers coming together, going head-to-head for a competition of 5 different designs that they came up with, and we're going to have the competition for them. And we have two designers who came in today with their models. We have our first designer, which is Tanita Coulter, and she's with Linka Exclusive, and she designs for plus-size women, and I love her vibrant colors that she uses and the confidence that she gives women when they wear her clothes with the plus size. And then we also have Monique Murphy. She is also going to be one of the designers, and she is more for the modern, classy woman or just wanting to go out and have a good time and she does M91 concepts. So that's another brand of 2 different designers that are going to be at the show on Sunday.
Well, this is going to be really exciting, exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any fashion tips for the fall?
Definitely for the fall or any time. To be honest, my fashion tip to everybody is feel good. As long as you're confident in what you're in, whether it's fall, spring, summer, if you're confident, it always shows in what you wear. And be exciting. I'll put a wrap on just because I may not feel like doing my hair today, but I can still be fashionable when I'm doing it. So just have fun in your fashion, whatever time it is.
That is amazing. Well, I love that you two have come together, linked together for the better good of our youth in the city of Chattanooga. And with that being said, I would love to encourage everyone to pour into our youth. Pour into our youth, whether it's in the classroom or on the walkway, and you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere with that.
Yes, I'm excited, and We're going to have some of her girls in the show. They're going to be walking the runway, and you can purchase T-shirts at the show that are actually going to help with her foundation. There's going to be a donation given from each shirt that's sold. So come out and support, and also come and support this foundation for the young people in the city of Chattanooga.
Can you tell everyone, Brianna, where they can reach you and how they can be a part of this program?
Yes, definitely. You can contact me at beautifulcreations91.com, or you can go to Gmail. You can reach me on Facebook. I'm out there. I am willing and excited to get as many girls and touch as many girls as I can, so please.
I would love you to spell out beautiful, because it's spelled a little different.
Yes, ma'am. It is BEYOUTIFUL. Creations.
Beautiful Creations.
Yes,
And how
ma'am.
can they contact you, Shay?
Yes, if you want to reach me, you can go to Shay McCowan, of course, on Facebook. Then we have B4WSharpENT.com, and that is also a place where you can purchase the tickets for the show on this following Sunday.
All right, well, speaking of the show, before we close, I would love for you to tell them exactly more of what to look forward to.
Okay, you can look for, it's going to be all kind of vendors with small businesses here in Chattanooga. It's going to be starting at 6 p.m. We have food, we have clothes, we have people there just to help you with other things that may be just going on with their businesses and everything. And then we have live entertainment. We have Donna L., who will be our MC. We also have the models from Beautiful Creations, and you'll also get to see these awesome designers come together and go head to head and have a fun competition with each other.
All right, well, I'm excited, and I will definitely be in attendance. I would love to support. If you want to support these ladies, if you want to support the cause, make sure to tune in and come on down this Sunday at 6 o'clock. Be sure to tune in next week on Point of View, where we'll talk about American Heart Association, Glass Street, and disabilities.
Closed captioning provided by the following.
Funding for this program is brought to you by Barnett & Company, specializing in tax-efficient strategies for the preservation and distribution of family wealth, offering continuous investment management with a focus on long-term strategies. Areas of service include investment, estate, education, and retirement planning. Barnett & Company, the power of compound returns over time. More information can be found on the web at barnettandcompany.com.